Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is the bonus reading for Gemini, the person you're waiting for. So this is for people who are waiting for someone to either communicate, commit, or get something going, or just ask you out. Person you're waiting for, will you hear from this person? Yeah, the spark, there's the passions ignited. Yeah, this is somebody definitely coming in. They're likely going to come in suddenly out of the blue. Yeah. Yeah, so I do feel this is someone here, maybe a little overwhelmed, too much happening too fast. But it has to do with someone actually reaching out here. Yeah, I see change, somebody coming back around. Some of you might not be interested. You may have moved on. I mean, you could have other opportunities coming in. Interesting. Yeah, so we have the house here, the home, the financial foundation, and we have lifestyle habits, morals, someone's history. Has to do with making some kind of commitment. Some of you are waiting for commitment. But I wonder if you're thinking it's time to move on. That's, because I do see this energy of if somebody comes in and there isn't change, some of you are going to move on. But yeah, I do see positive change definitely coming. So yeah, we have someone here. This is a person who's stable. It's going to be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or just a person in that energy. So look at the details. Often the people show up in different energies because of what's happening. But it is an energy of passion at new beginning. The fire's lit. There's passion here. I mean, it's ignited. It hasn't gone out. Yeah, someone here is holding a torch. So this is someone holding a torch here. Reminiscing, longing for love, someone missing someone. So I do think this is someone going to reach out here. Yeah, it's an energy of someone who didn't put a lot of effort into it. And maybe it could be communicating. The way someone communicated, maybe they didn't put enough effort in. Because there is a little reminiscing energy where they're kind of thinking about this, I feel. So there's Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn energy here for sure. I can see that very, very strongly. But the passion's there. Someone holding a torch. See, reminiscing. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, we got... You're open to receive. You're about to receive. Yeah, this person's you're going to hear from this person. Yeah, so you know your worth and value. So you're very desirable to this person because you know your worth and value. You have, see, it's all about respect and self-respect. So I feel like you won't be reaching out to this person, especially if you're the one that possibly started. But yeah, the fire's lit. There's the torch. But it's about putting in effort. Putting in effort, building. Now, it could be someone's first impression. They find you really attractive. So the fire's lit. I mean, there's desire. So, yeah, someone finds you very desirable. They're planning and preparing. They're looking ahead. Yeah, something to do with the home. Yeah, it has to do with somebody coming in right. So in other words, they better come in right. It does look like making some kind of a commitment, but not for everybody. Some of you, it's just they need to come in right. They need to make something right. They need to put in some effort. And it likely was to do with someone communicating suddenly. They probably didn't put effort in it. Often when that happens, you can get mixed messages and signals because you have to read between the lines. So, but look at this energy, Gemini. You're manifesting this. You have everything you need to manifest your desire. Stay in the Empress energy, know your worth. But this is not only just knowing your worth, it's about respect and self-respect. Yeah. Yeah, I like this. See that change. See, you're not going to change. This is somebody who has to come in. They're coming around. But I do think some of you were thinking, well, maybe it's time to move on here. Because if this is, but there is change coming. And I actually feel for the better. Justice and harmony, things going in your favor. Someone sees you in a pretty good way here with this energy. I mean, this is about harmony, commitment. I mean, there's 3 cards right there. So some of you are definitely going to get some kind of a commitment. But others of you, it's somebody who needs to come in right. They need to make something right first. Maybe you felt disrespected in some way or something. I don't know. But it is about the feelings being mutual. Somebody here needs to let go of something. If you have really, I mean, it could be someone who felt you have very high standards where they feel they can't maybe give you what you need. It's telling you to trust your intuition. You already know the answers you're seeking. So I think you know. You're manifesting this. So it has to do with morals and values being on the same page. It's about lifestyle. There's going to be changes to lifestyle. There's going to be some structural lifestyle changes necessary to manifest this. So in other words, if you have really high standards, or maybe they have high standards, take it how it is. Yeah. But I feel this is, someone may have felt this, that you're under their league in some way because you have high standards, or they can't maybe give you what you want. I don't know, but it looks like you are. So they definitely see your worth and value. Tell me about the wisdom. This is about keeping things to yourself here. See, just keeping things to yourself, trusting your inner knowing. Yeah, so I feel like they're apprehensive. Someone who doesn't know what to say. See, it's somebody who got a little overwhelmed. And often you get people where things happen suddenly and they cross paths and someone gets a little overwhelmed and they just don't know what to say or how to say it. Because it's often shy because they feel like you're out of their league. This person's stable. They are financially stable. They're generally quite practical and sensible. They like to plan ahead. They're generally not spontaneous. So if you're the person who reached out and you did that, this is where they got a little bit. Yeah. But I mean, this is the Empress too, where someone's kind of like, it's almost like they're tongue-tied kind of energy. Because there's a desire. I mean, there's desire. I think you find this person desirable, but yeah. See, someone being cautious, careful what they wish for. See, playing it a little safe. It's like there's maybe a little uncertainty if the feelings are mutual or not. Maybe they're not sure, so they don't want to say too much. Put their foot in their mouth, say the wrong thing. So they're playing it safe. But I think you're about to get your cup filled here. Yeah, this is somebody here, see, they weren't very confident at first. Now they're a little more confident. And it could have to do with financial stability. I mean, this is somebody, maybe someone lost a job and, sometimes you get bad timing. But I really do think this is someone feeling confident. There is self-control. See, taming the beast. Yeah, this could be somebody just maybe gets a little shy here and there. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, so look at that. See, we have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, see, it's whether someone feels the same or someone cares. So maybe you feel the feelings aren't mutual, but I do think it's just someone who feels you're out of their league or, but they're going to release this too. They're going to release this. So if you are raising the bar really high, Gemini, where you've raised the bar too high, someone may feel that your standards are too high. And they're a little apprehensive because that's what it's all about, little lack of confidence there. But I definitely feel that energy of taming that beast and, putting in effort to communicate. Yeah, I do think it's about talking to you, having a conversation face to face. You can see Temperance too. See, someone definitely in that energy, taking a little step back, feeling differently. So you're different than the usual type. I think it's a person who's kind of, they're definitely smitten. There's no doubt about it. But it's about just, someone who makes a decision when things are calm. It's be somebody being a little nervous. They don't know what to say. But the interesting thing is, I do think this is someone who feels you have high standards or you're out of their league. But I do think they're going to reach out. I mean, you're manifesting this person or they're manifesting you. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. This is an energy of kindness, compassion. Yeah, see, it's all about laying the foundation. They want to get this going. Some of you are going to get a commitment. Now, you may have had someone who maybe made up an excuse. Some of you, I feel there's different scenarios. Some of you had someone who's made up excuse because they felt something was off. And some of you, maybe something was off here. but it's someone coming in right. So I do think it's about somebody coming in right. Others of you, it's just somebody who was unsure, uncertain. You have everything you need to manifest your desire. So there's desire. You want this person. I feel like you want this person. I mean, maybe there's a choice and you have two and there's someone here you're not so interested in. It's very possible, but I'm seeing change. I'm definitely seeing a lot of change. And someone seeing things in a different way or feeling differently about someone. So, like I say, if you could be the one who's thinking it's time to move on. I wouldn't be surprised. But I do see the foundation being built and offer an opportunity, building that foundation. See? An invitation to someone's home. I mean, it could be just somebody who just, I feel like it's like someone who doesn't know what to say. They're being cautious, careful what they wish for. The feelings may not be mutual. So especially if a little time has gone by, because this is often a little time going by, someone's starting to feel different. Maybe a little more confident. So very interesting, Gemini. You got everything you need to manifest this. There's definitely desire, but it's how someone comes in. It's about faith and commitment, loyalty, making sure you're on the same. See, they're not sure you're on the same page. That's what it's all about. Wow. Tell me about the Magician energy. Yeah, it says communication coming in quickly, manifesting communication. Someone feeling a little overwhelmed. But I do think they're going to communicate. There's going to be a conversation, see, face to face, the two of you, about commitment, loyalty, your lifestyles. There's a lot to talk about here. Yeah, so this is definitely an energy of someone pushing through that fear and taking a leap of faith. See, it's about going down this path. One last look. Yeah. It's all about taking a risk. Someone calculating. See, anybody in the King of Pentacles calculates the risk. But I think you're going to go for this. I feel like it's yourself doing that too. Like, I feel like you're just in that energy of just going for it. Yeah. And if you have a choice, there's definitely someone here you're not interested in. Because, I mean, often when you're waiting for someone, other people come in. And it's definitely that energy of the leap of faith and the risk. Yeah, you're going to go with it. Yeah, it's all about making a move. It's all about movement. They have to make a move. If not, if this person doesn't come in right and they don't make a move, you will move on. And then we have love. There's your energy, Gemini. Some of you definitely do look like there's a choice here. Okay, this is so interesting. But yeah, I do think that you're off on this path and you're going to take that pentacle basically and run with it. And there's a commitment, there's an opportunity. And I do see some sort of an agreement. Like maybe you had an agreement with someone here. Maybe they didn't follow through on something. And you're thinking you're going to move on and just leave it all behind. I don't think so. It's funny because you see this one last look over the shoulder. I actually feel like you're going to take that pentacle. Yeah, they're going to commit. Yeah, see, it's all about partnership. It's about love, a bond, a connection. It has to do with two people working together, building each other up. See, this is somebody who actually wants this. So tell me about the King of Pentacles here. Yeah, this is the one. See, the spark, the desire that you're manifesting. It's all about, it's this person feeling a little apprehensive about something. I feel they're not sure the feelings are mutual for some reason. Have you not told this person how you felt? I mean, the Queen of Cups is there, but this is often someone waiting. See, waiting for the other person. You're waiting for them to tell you how they feel. So somebody here has to take a risk. One of you's got to take the risk. See, it's all about investing and trying to be patient. It's in investing emotionally and taking a risk, hoping this pays off. It's connected to them. Yeah, they're the one that's actually going to do it. So they're the one that's going to take the risk. They're going to reach out. It's a little test too to see if you reciprocate. So they're going to be careful what they say. So you can take it or leave it. I mean, if there are two and you have two people, somebody else may have come in, there's change after a period of time. But like I say, I feel this is someone who maybe they felt something was off or you weren't interested. I don't know. But somebody needs to take a risk. And I do think it's going to be this King of Pentacles. They're going to reach out. I see, and with the Ace of Pentacles, it's some sort of very generous opportunity. Yeah, very generous opportunity, because it's about building the foundation. So some of you have someone who's just going to reach out to see if the feelings are mutual. Others of you, somebody is going to make a commitment. Some sort of commitment. Still doesn't mean you're going to get married, but it's at least committing to going down that path and spending time doing stuff together, things like that. Some kind of an agreement. But some of you too, I feel like some of you have someone who's been, like I say, they pulled back. You feel something is off. So, I mean, whoever you take this opportunity from, it could be another person. In fact, it could be two earth signs energies. I wouldn't be surprised. Whose readings did I see that in lately, where there was two earth signs or two people with the King of Pentacles energy, but they were different signs, but they were very much the same, but yet just a little different. Yeah, everybody has a type, right? It's sometimes people's type isn't their sign, because not everybody looks at people's signs. It's really how they conduct themselves. So this is about how someone's going to conduct themselves. I think you're going to have an agreement here. You're going to make an agreement with someone to just be patient, you know, step by step kind of thing. But I do feel a lot of you, there's some sort of commitment. Crazy, because someone's missing someone or longing for love. But I mean, I do see someone holding a torch too. So some of you have something from some time where you've both been holding a torch for each other. So... but the passion's ignited. I mean, if it is somebody coming in, the passion, that fire hasn't gone out. Put it that way. If it has gone out, it's for another person. See, the passion going out of a connection. Yeah. One more on the Six of Pentacles. One more, yeah. So you're going to speak your truth. You're going to be discerning. But I do see you speaking truth. See, getting on the same page, a little talk, a little agreement. So, you might meet in the middle. You may meet somebody somewhere. I'll just meet you. I don't know if you want to not invite someone to your home, because it looks like it's somebody maybe hoping you'll invite them to your home. I don't know. Something about a home and a commitment too. But yeah, I do definitely see this truth and being, you know, agreement. See, making sure you're on the same page. You're going to meet someone in the middle, but it's also about taking something to the next level. So some of you, it's about the commitment, taking it to the next level. If somebody doesn't want to, I wouldn't be surprised for those you have two where you actually cut this person out and choose another person. Yeah, I kind of have that feeling here, and I'm not sure if it's just somebody you met or what, but Queen of Swords. Yeah, you're going to make a decision. Out with the old, in with the new, possibly, but it is also just a decision. So I do think you're going to have to make a decision when this person comes in. You're either going to meet this person someplace and take this to the next level, or you're going to cut them out. I feel it has to do with them coming in right. If this person doesn't come in right this time, I don't think I'd want to be that person, Gemini. Geminis generally aren't too harsh, though. I mean, I do see some Libra energy, too, which is interesting. Yeah. Maybe this person's got some Libra in their chart. See, it's all about, everything's about balance. Yeah, it's just the energy of being open. See, I feel like you have high standards. You're kind of picky and particular. So maybe that's why they would rather come to your home and then go to theirs. Maybe their house is a mess. I don't know. But yeah, you'll hear from this person at some point. And then when that happens, I do see a big crossroads life path choice decision. Bye for now.